Hello, this is Michael Tillinger. Welcome back to another video where we deal with frequently asked questions regarding contributionism, one small town, and the implementation of this wonderful new strategy. In this video, we're going to deal with a question: what are the risks to the town or mayor? And the reason why I want to deal with this question is because we've come to the time and the stage in the evolution of the Ubuntu movement where we now want to implement the one small town strategy. I've spoken to many mayors since 2016, and I tend to be speaking to more and more mayors as time goes by. I also talk to people on email or via WhatsApp and other ways that are interested in implementing one small town in their own towns, and they want to talk to mayors, and people want to know what to do and how to approach their mayors and so forth. And one of the questions that obviously comes up when you start talking to a mayor, or you talk to people that want to talk to a mayor on your behalf, is what is the downside? What could possibly go wrong? What are the risks to the town? Because the whole town will hopefully participate. So what are the risks to the town, its people, and the risks to the mayor and possibly the council and those who want to be involved in implementing the one small town strategy? And the answer to that is there are zero risks. Now, how can I say this? Why can I be so confident? So let's look at what is happening in our towns, and the small towns, like the town that I live in, a town of 5,000 or 6,000 people, where everything is broken, nothing works. The municipality does not have time or money to provide the services we need. There's always a problem. And everything is breaking down more and more as time goes by. And I know that this is the case all over the world. This is not just in South Africa or in third world countries as they are often called. I've noticed this across the world in small towns of first world countries, in places like England and the USA and even Australia, where I've seen over time the degradation of small towns. And I've noticed that there's a pattern how this happens. And I don't want to get now into the whole global elite agenda to destroy our countries and destroy the world, because we're dealing with solutions here. But keep in mind that there is an agenda behind this. The reason why our small towns are being destroyed and are falling apart is because there is an agenda. Now, how this agenda works is something that you can watch in other videos that I do in great detail. But what happens is, just pay attention to the following. Pay attention to the time that it takes between something going wrong in your town and the time it takes for the municipality to respond to fix it. So it's the response to call to action, or the response time it takes to fix things, whether it's fixing potholes in the roads or fixing whatever it is. The time delay to fix things seems to increase and get longer and longer and longer. That is one of the agendas that is implemented, and it's certainly obvious where I live and the other small towns in South Africa, and I've noticed it in towns in the USA and even in Australia that I've visited more than once. Now, why can I say that there is zero risk to the mayor or to the town council or to the people of the town? Well, there's zero risk because there is no financial implication. The mayor or the town council or the people of the town don't have to risk any money. There's no risk of an investment, no funds that have to be put into a trust fund somewhere that hopefully someone's going to perform miracles with and provide incredible returns. No one has to put in any money. No, the mayor does not have to take any money from the coffers of the already dwindling funds for the town. The mayor and the council doesn't have to use any of that money to implement the one small town strategy. So what in essence is going to happen is that the mayor, if the mayor decides to be the face and the voice and drive this implementation of the one small town, which is first prize, that is obviously the first prize, and I'll talk about that separately again in a separate Q&A video. So once the mayor agrees to do this and drives it with regular videos and updates and motivational videos every week, and inviting the investors, the inventors, the farmers, the researchers, the scientists and teachers and healers and so forth, inviting those people to the town, because those people and their activities will also bring the investors. There is no downside. Even if everything fails, think about this. If the town starts this, if the mayor is convinced this is going to work, the mayor implements this together with a support, even if it's a small percentage of the town's community, even if it's 10% of the people of the town, even a small town of 5,000 people, 10%, and I believe there will be at least a 10% take-up of this because the small towns are falling apart and people are desperately looking for ways and solutions for their towns and their communities to uplift them, to bring investment, to start new projects that will benefit the community. I do believe that there will be a minimum of 10% uptake. So if there's a 10% uptake and support from the community, that means we have 500 people. That's a large number of people in a small town of, say, 5,000 people. 500 people that contribute 3 hours a week, every week already. So there's a small but good strong wave of support together with the mayor and the town council. What happens if everything fails? First of all, it can't be any worse than it is at the moment. At least the mayor, the council and the people that participated can say, we have tried, we have gone out there and we've done something, we have been proactive, we went out and did this, did that, started this project, initiated that project. And if the projects are initiated according to the rollout plan that I've provided in the implementation plan, the step-by-step implementation, if the mayor is visible and vocal in attracting talent and investors, the chance of success is much higher than if I, Michael Tillinger, or somebody else in town or some PR company is promoting this. The voice of the mayor is a far more powerful tool to attract investors and to bring the talented and gifted people to the town as well, so that new projects and businesses and factories and farming and so forth can be initiated. So what is the downside? What are the risks for the town and the mayor? The risks are very, very low. In fact, we can say that the risks are zero. There is no downside. There is only an upside, because at least the people of the town, the mayor and the council can say that we are trying something. We're being proactive. We're not just sitting on our backsides hoping that somebody's going to come and save us. We are acting like the saviors of our own community. And that is what will bring the investors, because they will see the unity among the people. They will see the opportunity of the free labor. That is what will ultimately bring the investors. So I cannot see a downside or any risks whatsoever, because there are no financial implications for the town or the mayor or the people of the town. The only financial implications and risks are to the investors that will initially be required to come to your town and be the seed funder and investor of a specific project, a business or initiative. So think about this logically. This process takes time. It is an organic process and it grows. What will happen to you is exactly what happened to me. The more questions you can answer, the easier it becomes to answer more and more questions as they arise. It is a beautiful journey to take, and I highly recommend that you do this. Take this journey with yourself, not with me. Take it with yourself. Ask yourself the questions and see if you can answer them yourself. And then watch these videos and see how far you are or how close you are to what I propose here. Now keep in mind that what I propose here, the answers to the questions that I put on the table here are not cast in stone. These are suggestions. Keep in mind that our town, the projects and the businesses that we set up will be managed, controlled and owned by the people. And we, the people, will establish what I've been calling a council of elders, a council of the most trusted people from our community. Again, I'll talk about it in a separate Q&A video, but just to finish this, the council of elders will be the council that is appointed by the people. These are not politicians or impressive or influential business people. These are your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your granny, the most trusted people from the community that will make up the council of elders, so that the people from the community have their own body that decides what's best for the community. Not any politician or council member that's elected in a political position or anybody of that status. So we have absolute control over what happens in our town, what businesses we allow to start as the community, that we decide as the community, what we would like in our town. For example, if the people of the town don't want a pornographic film studio set up in their town, then we're not going to do that, right? Some towns might decide it's a bloody great idea. I'm not going to be the judge and the jury to decide what's going to happen. You, the people of the community, will decide. And that's when you'll start seeing how some people will resonate with the direction that that community is moving in, and other people resonate with other communities and other towns, whatever is happening there. Some towns might be more agricultural towns and be moving towards growing food and so forth, while others might become more tech and technology driven communities. Others will be healthcare and so forth. And then you'll find some communities that embody all of these different aspects. It's impossible for us to determine the look and the diversity of the towns as they start to unfold and turn into the true success stories of abundance and prosperity in their one small town community. So let's get this going. There is no downside. Read the implementation plan, read the proposal to the mayor. Remember that we have our own electricity supply. We have our own supply of electricity. And that is ultimately going to be the foundation and the fundamental tool that allows us to do whatever we choose to in our town. I'll talk about the electricity in a separate video. Until later, this is Michael Tellinger. I hope this has given you a little bit more insight into the simplicity and the potential of the one small town success. Until later, bye for now.